We're joined now by Kevin Corrigan, the Balmer family head men's lacrosse coach. He's built Notre Dame into one of the premier men's lacrosse programs in the nation, now in his 28th season. He doesn't look that old. As head coach, Corrigan has guided the Irish to 20 NCAA tournament berths and 5 appearances in the Final Four. The Irish were national runners-up 2010, 2014, and once again are poised to make a run championship weekend. Kevin, welcome to Notre Dame Day.
Thanks, Mike. Great to be here.
Great to be here, have you here as well. And unfortunately, the one thing about this type, coming in for this day, they like to write up questions and such, but I've kind of had to push all the questions aside and unfortunately bring up you guys have been having a great year. Tough loss this weekend to North Carolina, lost 17-15. So when you're ranked number 1 in the country going into that game and you lose a game like that right before the ACC tournament, what's the difference of if you had lost a game like that early in the season to right before the tournament, how you deal with it with the players?
To be honest with you, not that different, because we try to stay focused. Once the game is over, it is what it is. Win, lose, draw. When it's over, the task is, how do we use it to get better for the next game and for the end of the year? So it's really pretty similar, I think. We have a phrase we use: "Eagle is clarity." We need to take a step back, look at what happened, take our ego out of it, and be really kind of hard on ourselves in terms of looking at the truth of what happened, both good and bad. We played a great offensive game the other day, so we'll take that positive out of the game, but we did a lot of things that we felt like it contributed to them scoring as many as they did, which is that's more goals than we usually give up in 3 games. So it was obviously some issues to deal with there.
Your defense has been tough. That's the first game all year you've given up double-digit goals. Going back kind of overall, this is a sport that's been so East Coast heavy. You guys, and then Denver, University of Denver has been playing extremely well. How do you think you guys have helped this lacrosse move toward the Midwest and toward the West?
Yeah, I got to be honest with you. I have a hard time taking any credit for that.
Take it anyway.
We've kind of had a tiger by the tail there. The game was kind of set to explode in the time that I've been here, and I think we've been a positive contributor, kind of on the periphery of the game, moving out west and moving around the country. But it's just a great game, and I think at some point we kind of hit a critical mass where the game started to grow kind of exponentially and not just a few people at a time. And it's as we just talked about, my son's coaching high school in Seattle right now. You couldn't have said that 20 years ago, I can tell you that.
Boy, that is amazing. And I know years ago you get a guy like Will Yateman out of California who came here and then ended up at Maryland. And well, it has been incredible. And here you are getting set to make another run. I know you take it obviously one game at a time, but as you get ready for a run, these kids are used to having success, especially in the postseason. How do you answer this? If Notre Dame is to win the national championship this year, what has to go right? What's the most important thing that has to go right?
I really have a terrible time answering questions like that because I think it misses the point. What has to go right is we have to win the first round. Because if you don't win the first round, you ain't playing for the championship. So, that's it's very coach speak like, but the truth is that's the only thing. We have to get to the first round and we have to win the first round, and then we'll worry about who we play next. And really the key to winning the thing is not getting distracted by anything else. It's just staying focused on the opponent that you're playing in that game, because at that time of year, as everybody can play. Everybody's confident. They know who they are, so they play their style and they try to impose that on the game. And you have to be able to play different styles at the end of the year to beat 3 or 4 teams. I think we're building towards that kind of team that can do that, but. We'll try to just stay focused right now on Duke Friday night in the ACC tournament.
Probably that is the coach way to go about it. I'm with you on that one. Well, let me tell you, Coach, it has been a joy to watch your games over the years. It really, really has. It's very, very exciting, and it's certainly doing a ton for Notre Dame and certainly those players as well. So really appreciate you taking some time today. Really do.
Thank you, Mike. Great to be here.